So that's why they put him up as a white man, to say that the greatest man is a white man.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think it's because I don't think it's that they want to
White
say
supremacy.
Well, no, because if you look at, say, like Ethiopian Christianity, that they will portray Jesus as being darker skinned, won't they? So I think it's something that they will do to try and appeal to people as opposed to what's actually real.
Yeah, but it's just, you've got to realise, the Greeks were who? The Greeks were what people?
They came from that area.
No, the Greeks were what people? What did you class them as? Caucasians, Chinese, Japanese? The Greeks were so-called white people, yeah? Alexander the Greek, Philip of Macedonia.
Depends on what you think by white, doesn't it?
Caucasian.
Yeah.
Because you call yourself Caucasian, don't you?
I call myself Irish.
You're
That's
Irish?
what I am, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, you're right. You're Irish. Irish comes from the term
That's what I am,
Hibernia,
yeah.
Hebrew. Comes from Hebrew.
Bye.
All right. Should have said that in the first place. The conversation would have been different if you'd have said you was Irish. I'm talking about...
married to an Englishman,
yeah. Do you remember when they had no Irish, no blacks and no dogs? Do you remember that?
Absolutely.
Yeah, because they know that the Irish come from Hebrews. They hate the Hebrews.
When my mum and dad came over here,
Yeah, my mum worked with an Irish woman when she first come over here, and both of them got on very well because we're from the same people.
yeah, absolutely, yeah, I know.
You know? You should have said that. You should have said, I'm Irish. And the conversation would have been different.
Take care.
All right, you take care, sweetheart. Right, let's crack on. Let's tell these people like what's going on in the world, their societies, like earthquakes, tremors, and everything. You've got more to come. Plagues happening. It's beautiful. Are you ready?
Recording now.
Huh?
I was already recording.
Was you already recording? Right, shalom. Say call hello, Yahweh Shim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Rikakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And salutation to the Akim, pushing this word in truth and sincerity, man. Once again on the highways and the hedges, and we're in beautiful times, man. Earthquakes, famines, floods. Get second Esdras.
15.
Start with that. No, 9.
Oh, no.
Second Esdras 9 and start at the top. Because we're in the time now. Prophecy. Pro means to say, Poseidon to see. Say it before it happens. And it's happening. This Bible is speaking loud and clear. Read that.
This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 9, verse 1.
Right, this is the Holy Bible, not the Quran, not the Keevan not the white your bottom with the book. This is the true revelation. This is prophecy. Yeah? Do you believe in God, man?
It says, he answered me then and said,
right.
Measure thou the time diligently in itself,
Right.
and when thou seest part of the signs past,
Right,
which
and
are,
he said, look, slow down. When he said measure the time diligently, so how do we measure time? Through the Bible. See, this is a prophetic book. The Caucasian told us, oh, it's fiction and all that crap. No, because it talks of his downfall. You understand? We're in the downfall of the Greco-Roman Empire. Because they would have you believe that they've ruled from the beginning of time. When they make their films about Egypt, who plays the Egyptians? The Caucasians. Who plays the Israelites? The Caucasians. But the Lord said to measure the time. We're in the time now, the downfall of the Greco-Roman Empire. Read on.
he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself.
Right, and that's why we're seeing all these earthquakes and tornadoes and floods, because we're in that prophetic time now, the downfall. We're in the downfall of our oppressor. Yeah, the one who put us in slavery. Yeah, now it's their turn. Now they're going to start to get all those detrimental. They're going to start to feel the wrath of the Most High. Yeah, read on.
And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before,
Right.
Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time
Right.
wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Right, and then he says he's going to visit the world. He says he's going to visit the world. Yeah? And let's see. I'm going to try and see if I can find this poster where the Most High, how he visits the world. Yeah, and I'll put it down already. Let me see. No, here it is, yeah. Can you read that? The Most High visits the world. Read it again.
Then thou shalt understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Right, let's see how God visits the world.
Therefore, 2 Esdras chapter 9 verse 3.
Right.
Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people
When we
in the
see
world,
earthquakes and uproars of the people, you got the people uproaring now. There's all people coming against their governments, fighting their governments.
sedition,
The sedition, the fighting. This is what the Lord said when you see these signs. Read on. Start from to read that part again. When it says when you start to see the what?
it says, 2 Esdras chapter 9 verse 3.
Right.
Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes,
Earthquakes. Turkey got jacked up recently. They're still digging people out of the rubble now. You know what I mean? That so-called African footballer, they found him 2 days ago under the rubble. So this is the time we're in when we see earthquakes and what?
therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world,
Right, in the world, because Turkey is part of it, it's somewhere in the world.
then
These
shalt
people-
thou
Go on.
then shalt thou well understand
Right.
that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee,
Right.
even from the beginning.
So he spoke from the beginning. He said all these things was going to come to pass. And that's why we said you've got to measure the time. We're not in the time for folly no more. Detrimental times we're in. This is only the beginning of sorrows. There's a scripture that says the beginning of sorrows. Is there any more on that?
It says here, verse 5, for like all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end,
Right, all what is made in the world has a beginning. See, the beginning of the Greco-Roman Empire come in the early 1600s. Yeah? Well, the foundational, when it comes to Alexander the Greek. You have a beginning, and now we're coming to the end. Yeah? I got fucking pigeons are shit on me, man. There you go. Yeah, beginning and the end. Yeah, read on.
and the end is manifest.
Right, and the end is manifest means made known. And that's how we know the end is coming, by the this measuring stick is the Bible. Yeah? They would have us believe that the Bible was fiction. To keep the so-called Negroes, Hispanics and Native Indians from finding out who they are. We know who we are now, true to this, the Most High has given us this, when he told Daniel, how Shai told Daniel to seal up the book. And we're in that time now, we've been in it for a very long time, but the awakening is just really gathering the momentum now. Because there's a lot of brothers teaching this word, whether it be off doctrine, but they know that they're Israelites. That's the main thing. You know that you're an Israelite from whatever respective tribe, from Judah down to Issachar. Yeah? The blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. And the number one criminal is the Edomites. The one what's ruling the world now, they call themselves Caucasian cave dwellers. That's why they like their meat raw. That's why they like to murder. They're bloody. They like to kill, steal. Read on.
2 Esdras chapter 9 verse 5, for like all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end,
Right.
and the end is manifest.
Right.
Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonders and powerful works,
Right.
and endings in effects and signs.
Right, and that sign, before that earthquake in Turkey, I saw a supermoon. Yeah, and I goes, oh look, there's a supermoon. And the first one that come into my mind, destruction. There's destruction coming. And then a couple of days after, Turkey, wow, Turkey got lit with that thing. And it's heavy, man. The Turks, you know that Constantinople is where we ruled. And the Turks coming in and overtook us. So all these nations what had us in captivity or done something to us, now the Lord is bringing their wrath upon them. The tables are turning. We're going to get out of captivity now. When they look down on us, they call us niggers, monkeys, baboons, coons, wetbacks, bow and arrows. Their time is at hand. They're going to get jacked up. Any more?
Yeah, there's a judgment for that, isn't
Yeah, of course, it's judgment. Yeah, the judgment is, you can see, the judgment is heavy on these. The transgression is heavy on these devils. But it's not only the devil, it's all these nations. Because Turkey, what do they come under? The Medo-Persian or the Arabs? Yeah? But the Ishmaelites had us in captivity as well. They used to cut our rods off and rape our women, have our women in harems. So this is why all these things is happening now, because of slavery. Someone's got to pay for that. They thought they got away with it, but now it's their time to pay. The Caucasian man, they call themselves Caucasian, cave dweller, as well as of the Caucasus Mountains. Yeah, the Edomites, that's what they're called. But God calls them Edomites. Other one, red, and Shashua, wasted away his knee. Yeah, you know?
Says here, even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonders and powerful works, and endings in effects and signs, and every one that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, whereby ye have believed.
Right, so we're gonna the elect is gonna escape this. Because what's coming on the earth now, these people, the earthquake was just the beginning. Right? Because we didn't have earthquakes so regular. But these earthquakes now are regular. That's because we're coming to the time of the second coming of our King. The Black Christ is coming back. Not the white boy, this one that they put up, Cesare Borgia, said that's Jesus. They've done that for white supremacy. Yeah, so everybody could worship Whitey, the devil himself. Did not the Bible say that the devil will turn himself into the angel of light? Yeah? You know?
It says here, shall be preserved from the said perils.
Right, said perils, because there's perilous times coming. The Lord said. Are we done?
And shall be able to escape by his works, and by faith, and shall see my salvation in my land, and within my borders. For I have sanctified them for me from the beginning.
Right, so the Lord said he's sanctified, he's got an elect what is going to escape all these disasters. Asking people in Turkey if they escaped and they're buried under that rubble. They didn't escape. They don't believe in the Most High. Yeah? Just like these crackers, these Edomites, they'll tell you there is no God. Do you believe in God, man? Hello? Do you believe in God? You know what I mean?
It says here, verse 9. 2 Esdras chapter 9 verse 1. Chapter 9 verse 9. Then shall they be in pitiable case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments.
The torments is coming now. This man that put us in slavery, he's going to be tormented now. They got to pay up. It's time to pay the fiddler. Turkey paid, right? Turkey had to pay, yeah? Turkey had to pay, and now the rest of them are going to pay, yeah? Because remember, Esau is the one that's going to get it heavily. The transgression is going to be heavily. There's going to be no more remaining of the house of Esau. So that's why we say to them, enjoy your kingdom now while it lasts. As we can see, it's falling, but enjoy what's left of it, yeah? The rates is going up, the jobs are diminishing. It's all because of the transgressions against the Israelites, us. They called us proverbs and bywords, monkeys, baboons, coons, when we're the chosen people. They actually put their mouth on God, calling God a baboon and a coon. Are you out of your goddamn mind? Calling the creator a baboon, a coon. Do you believe in God, sir? Do you believe in God? Do you believe in God?
So, yeah.
You do? What colour was he? What colour? Esau, Edomites. They don't believe in God, they just say they do. They're liars, and the truth is not in them. Yeah?
They believe in God when shit's in the fan.
Yeah, they just cry, oh God, save me. They just say it. Like the Lord said to us, we do honour him with our lips, but our hearts are far from him. And we don't. What's the more there?
It says here, for such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me.
Right.
And they,
benefits of not knowing him.
yeah, because obviously the benefits are basically, well, this is mainly for our people, but at the same time, the other nations, they've benefited
from our downfall.
Yeah, from our captivity, from our punishment.
Yeah.
And they furthered our affliction. So they benefit from it.
Right. And that's how they built their society, off of our blood, sweat and tears. What was the first commodities on the stock market? Slaves. cotton, sugar, and who was picking the cotton and who was cutting the sugar cane? Us. Off of our backs, this society was established. So off of their backs, we're going to build our kingdom, our glorious kingdom. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, who are the Israelites. And our people better wake the hell up in these last days, because there's going to be no food in these shops, and they're going to feed their asses bugs. Yeah? Read them.
It says here, they that have loathed my law while they yet had liberty.
Right, and they're talking to our people, because our people love the law. And God said the law is not grievous. Yeah? But our people were rebellious. Did he not say that Israelites are a rebellious house?
Hard-headed.
Yeah? Read on.
And when yet place of repentance was open unto them,
Right.
understood not but despised it.
And they despised it, understood not. Because what did he say? The elect will obtained it and the rest are blinded. Romans, the 11th chapter. The rest are blinded. He's got the elect, that's all he needs. Just like he said he's going to use 144,000 men to destroy and subjugate this whole planet. Remember they said 7-something billion people? And you only need 144,000 to subjugate everybody? Because we're going to get spiritual powers. And that's a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? Read them.
A quick precept, 2 Corinthians chapter 7 verse 20.
Right.
For there be many that many that perish in this life,
Right.
because they despise the law of the Most High that is set before them.
Edomites, they're going to perish anyway, forever and ever, because they didn't get the law. Their God is Satan. Everybody's got that. I was speaking to another chap the other day, and he's telling me, oh yeah, but what about God? I said, yeah, every nation's got their own God. The white man got his God, Satan. The Arabs have got their God, Allah.
Which is still Satan.
Yeah, it's all, well, at least Satan is actually an object, a fleshly, you know?
Yeah,
it could be
I
fleshly.
yeah.
But the other, like the Allah and all that there is inanimate objects. Buddha, they can't do nothing. But Satan is actually, at least, Satan is real. You understand? So the crackers have got Satan as their God, you know what I mean? Read on.
It says here, the same must know it, 2 Esdras chapter 9 verse 12.
Right.
The same must know it after death by pain.
Right, so these people, a lot of these people are going to die by pain. When you're hungry, when you starve to death, that's not a good thing. When you're underneath rubble, like in Turkey, that's not a good thing. Just imagine you're buried and you're crying out, but there's nobody coming to you. And these young little harlots, yeah, they've got these young girls dressing like little harlots, you know? They should be covering up. But because of that, that's why this is another reason why this society is falling apart. Because they're godless, they're lawless. This is lawless people. Read on.
2 Esdras chapter 9 verse 13. Therefore, be not thou curious how the ungodly shall be punished.
Right, so we're not supposed to be curious how these devils are going to be punished, because they're going to be punished. You don't put God's chosen people in slavery and get away with it. There's a punishment coming for them. They've built their society off of 400 to 500 years of free labour, and then called us niggers and monkeys and wetbacks and bow and arrows and lazy, even though we built this life. How's the relying? How's the crack?
That's cracked.
You know?
Listen. Therefore be not thou curious how the ungodly shall be punished and when, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved.
Right, that's what we've got to do, inquire. We've got to inquire about the righteous. You know what I mean? The Israelites, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, they're the righteous. But what did he say? The righteous. He says the righteous, what's that? What do you say about the wicked have seduced them? Right? Because when we're around these other nations, we pick up their wicked ways, you know? And we start to do the stuff they do. That's why they got a term saying, in Rome, do as the Romans do. But we're not supposed to do that. The Lord said, keep my commandments and live. And that's why a lot of our people are dying, because they're not keeping the commandments. They're taking them the elastic valley. Do what thou will. Because that's who's pushing that Esau. Gets our children for when they're young. Now they've got transgenders teaching them and all that, so they're teaching the young men to be more effeminate, and they're teaching the young women to be masculine. That's androgynous. They're turning everybody into these androgynous demons. Baphomet, yeah? Read on.
And therefore be not thou curious how the ungodly shall be punished,
Right.
and when, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved, whose the world is, and for whom the world is created.
Right, so this world was created for us. We are the righteous, we are the godly, the Israelites. But the Lord, because Esau was born first, he has to give him a rulership. He gave him 3 cracks at it. Our wicked twin brother, the crackers, the Edomites, the red man. Yeah? Read that part again.
2 Esdras chapter 9, verse 15. And I have said before, now do speak, or slacking. 2 Esdras chapter 9, verse 30. Therefore, be not thou curious how the ungodly shall be punished.
Right.
And when, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved,
Okay.
whose the world is, and for whom the world is created.
Okay.
Verse 14, then answered I and said, it's Ezra speaking, I have said before, and I now do speak,
Right.
and I will speak it also hereafter, that there be many more of them which perish than of them which shall be saved.
Right, because the Lord said, what did he say? Get Matthew's 24. Just let's start at the top. Yeah? Because this Bible is speaking now. Earthquakes, famines, death, destruction, speaking. Loud and clear. Matthew 24, start at the top.
Book of Matthew chapter 24 verse 1.
Right?
And Yahushua went out and departed from the temple.
Right, Yahushua is the original name, the real name for Jesus Christ. Because Jesus just means Savior, and Christ means anointing. So it's just a transliteration for Yahushua. Mashiach is the anointed Savior. So his name should be really Christ Jesus. Because he's been anointed by the Most High to save Israel, to save the Israelites. Read on.
And his disciples came to him.
Right, so his 12 disciples come to the black Christ because Jesus was never a white boy. Did you know Jesus was a black guy? You know? What country from? Oh, Uganda. Alright, you're a hammer. Read on.
Straight. It says here.
That's why he got no spirit. You see his eyes dead and that, you know, like no
what's his
spirit in
name?
there, bro.
Who's that guy that they promote?
What Idi Amin Dada?
No, he's like, supposed to be like my generation. So he's Ugandan, isn't he? He's a hammer.
Alright.
I know it's earthquake in my country as well.
Where's that?
Turkey.
Oh, you're from Turkey. Okay. Do you know it's in the Bible that was going to happen?
Sorry?
It's in the Bible that was going to happen. Did you know that?
No.
Did you know that?
They said, I know my country is many times have an earthquake.
Yeah.
But
you know what was called Constantinople? It was called that before it was called Istanbul, wasn't it?
Istanbul.
It was called Constantinople. That's what it was called, Constantinople.
Oh.
Did you know that?
No.
Okay. Let's Google it. It's worth a Google, yeah?
And Syria as well.
What was Istanbul called before? It was called Istanbul.
Istanbul.
Constantinople is an ancient city in the modern day Turkey that's now known as Istanbul.
Yeah.
Right, Constantinople is where we was, the Israelites. Yeah? Under
Before
Constantine.
the Istanbul names is what?
Constantine. No, Constantine?
Oh.
Yeah, Constantine was an Israelite. We ruled in Constantinople. And then your people, Ottomans, come in and took us down. They took it from us. So now, this is why these things is happening. Just like the Caucasian man took us in slavery.
So where are you from?
Originally, we're from Israel.
Oh.
We are these people here.
Are you from Israel?
Originally.
Okay.
But we fled in 70 AD. When the so-called Caucasians come in, we had to run and hide in Egypt. We had to hide because Egypt was where black people are.
Okay.
Yeah, originally, but now they got Egyptians as white people. When you Google Egypt, what comes up? White people.
Yeah.
Right? They made films. The princes of Egypt and all this. It's white people. What is it called?
Gods of Egypt.
Yeah, Gods of Egypt. It was white people playing it. Yeah?
And also before the Greek people leaves Turkey as well.
Yeah, the Greeks.
Then took it.
Yeah,
The
but
Turkish, they took it.
Alexander the Greek, right? His father, they're Edomites. His father was Philip the Macedonian. It's in the Bible. Get it. It's in the Bible.
And also it's
Maccabees,
Ermenistan.
Armenia.
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 Yes.
Armenia.
They leave Turkey.
Yeah. But these are all modern day terms.
Yeah, the Turkish people, they took the place, then they...
Yeah. The Turkish people
and
are
also,
yeah.
I'm Kurdish.
Okay, you're Kurdish.
They didn't give the Turkish government, they didn't give the Kurdish people freedom.
Yeah, you're still fighting now. The
Yes,
Kurds,
yes.
the Kurdish, but you're getting. America is helping you now.
I don't like the fighting. This problem, partly in I forget the name. You know the all MP, the Prime Minister, they go to the meeting. What's the name?
G8 or G7. The G7 meeting. Which one are you talking about? G20.
No, you know the
Brussels.
Prime Minister,
Yeah.
whole country,
Yeah, they go and they meet up. They meet up. don't they?
No. Just for example, my country,
Yeah.
the government and the MP, they go there.
Yeah.
They talk for everything. What is the name? I
It's
forgot.
the United Nations. They sit and they like what's the word?
You know,
Ambassadors and
I forgot the name. Let me write here.
Yeah, have a look at it. But at the end of the day, Erdogan didn't want to allow Switzerland and all of Sweden into the United Nations. So they said, let's punish Turkey and use one of our earthquake machines. Yeah?
Yes,
Did you hear about that?
I read in the news. Yeah.
Yeah, the woman who said it was a woman on the stage. She said that they punished Erdogan because he didn't want to allow Sweden and what's the other one there? Not Luxembourg.
Germany, I think.
No, Germany's already in the United Nations. No, it's Denmark or one of them. It's one of them. Yeah, it's one of them countries. It's Poland, I think it might be. Poland. No, it's Poland. No, Poland's already in there. It's one of them countries. They said they didn't want to sanction Sweden and other countries, so they said we punish them. So they put that earthquake on them. Because they've got an earthquake machine in it. But they fire that thing up to the atmosphere. It changes the the harp. It changes the frequencies of its vibrations. They can bring it anywhere. They can bring floods. They can bring famines.
Parliament.
Oh, Parliament.
They have to do Kurdish problems to talk in the
You mean talk
Parliament.
about the Turkish Parliament?
In the Parliament, yeah.
Turkish Parliament.
Yes. No. Just.
Or English Parliament.
No. I'm talking about for Kurdish people want to be a freedom. Yeah. They have to. The government and the MP. They have to talk on in a majlis. It's not fighting. I don't like the people. The fighting. Many people.
Well, you've got to fight.
Fighting. They die. People die.
Yes, but believe in God.
Huh? No.
You believe in God. You don't believe in God. Okay.
I'm
we
afraid.
do. Get Exodus 15:3. Right, quickly.
It's the book of Exodus chapter 15,
This is what God said.
verse 3.
This is God.
Oh, you
The
put
Lord-
camera as well.
The Lord is a man of war.
God is a man of war.
The Lord is a man of war.
Right.
The Lord is his name.
Right, so he's a man of war. There has to be wars. Because he requires wars. He requires a hegemony and he requires servants. Someone has to rule.
They have to be fighting, you said.
Yes, they have to rule. They have to have a ruler. Otherwise, there's going to be anarchy. You have to have someone telling you, this is what you do, and you do it like this. Otherwise, look at this society.
Look.
You've got women ruling over men, you've got homosexuals, you've got women, you've got transgenders, you've got...
Ukraine.
Yeah? Ukraine.
And
Yeah. And Russia.
they're fighting.
Yeah.
Too many children has died. Too many
Yeah,
people
but
has died.
someone has to do it. You have to
I know,
but you're just a woman.
It's
You won't
not
understand it.
my opinion.
You're just a woman.
I don't
You won't
want
understand it.
people
Yeah?
not to die.
No? Someone has to live and
Look,
someone
in my
has to
country-
die. Are you going to live forever? So we got to die then, innit? Huh? You see what I mean? It don't make no sense what you're talking about, you see?
Also,
No,
there can be no peace.
You know that
Yeah.
in my country, I think the TV said 15,000. But I'm
Oh, let
not
me ask you
believe.
this. How
Too
many of these people died?
passed away.
How many of these people died? This here.
I know
How many
Palestine.
people died here? Do you know this? You know this, huh? How many people died here? Have a guess.
Well, they write the die people.
Have a guess how many people died.
100,000.
How much?
One.
No, that's just the scriptures. How many people died in the slave? You ever heard of the slave trade before? No. You never heard that black people went into slavery?
My English is not good.
No,
Sorry,
slave. You know slaves. Black people
Yeah.
being sold, put in chains,
Oh yeah.
yeah, put on ships, yeah, sold around the world.
Yeah.
How many died? How many of these people died? Because you don't like death.
Too
yeah?
many.
How many?
I don't know
Hundreds
how
of
many.
millions.
Maybe 100 million.
Hundreds of millions.
Yeah.
Hundreds of
So-
millions, yeah? Of our
My
people died.
opinion, I don't want to be people passed away. For usually children.
No, look.
You know, the baby, 2 months, 4
Look,
months,
look,
7
look,
months.
look. How old is this baby?
It's, maybe 2 or something. I know, just
So what, 1 second. What happened to these little babies? People don't care about they used our babies for alligator bait. They took the baby from the mother and
I
they
know.
used it as bait to bring crocodiles and alligators.
I know they
So
do
why don't people
too-
have the
too
sympathy
many
for
wrong.
us?
Yeah.
Why don't people have sympathy
I'm
for us?
talking about the whole people, not just the black, not just the white, not just the... For whole people I'm talking. In the world.
That's understandable. That's understandable because obviously you're not of our nation. So I can your perception of things is for everyone. You have a
Yeah, for
Catholic-
everyone.
Exactly, because you have a Catholic mindset. We're not here for everyone because the Most High is not dealing with everybody. The Heavenly Father is only.
You don't believe in God anyway.
No, that's what I can understand a heathen's mindset because
Yeah.
you can't really blame them.
Look, can I read something for you at the Bible?
I'm atheist,
Psalms
you know, I
14
tell
and
you,
1.
I'm atheist.
Do you believe in God, no?
No.
Okay. Get
I have to
one,
go.
One more before you go. One before you go. This is what God said about you. You don't believe in.
Don't put me on the news or something.
This is Psalms 14 and 1. This is what God said to people who say, I don't believe in God. The white man don't believe in God. Look at his society's falling apart now. Because he put us in slavery. Now his punishment's coming. So read that.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 14, verse 1.
Right?
It says, "The fool."
What is a fool? Do you know what a fool is? Someone says you're a fool. Do you know what it means? Fool.
No,
your
sorry.
English is no good.
No.
Yeah? A fool
couldn't
is someone
understand not
who
much.
does something stupid, who doesn't believe in things and just lives his life how he wants to, with no order. A fool. Right? Is it the fool that said what?
It says, "The fool have said in his heart, there is no God."
Right, so someone who said that there is no God is a foolish person. He's stupid, his mindset is
Corrupt,
corrupt.
They are corrupt, they have done
Yeah.
abominable works, there is none that doeth good.
Right, and there's none that do good.
I have too many friends.
Yeah?
Black, English, Italy, many countries I have.
Who
I
done
know
this?
them
There's a white man
before,
like us.
back,
The white people love us.
back. You know the
Huh?
before. I know the before. Was the. I know everything, but I can't explain to you everything. Sorry.
No, we
It's
understand.
I'll put this on there. You can't explain because your English is not that good.
Sorry.
Your English is not that good.
Yes.
How long you been here?
Oh, don't ask me this question.
Why not? 5 minutes? 10 minutes? 5 days? 1 month? 6 months? Have a nice day.
Don't put in the news, my love, please.
On the news?
No.
No, it's not going on the news. It's not going on the news.
But
It's
you
going
put
on the
camera
internet.
here.
No, this is for ours. So when people come up, we've got evidence that they've done
Because my
something. They tried to
English is
spit
not
us or
very
something.
well,
That's
Huh?
okay, that's okay.
Yeah. All right, jump back.
So Matthew's
We've
jumping
got to
in.
back to the curve, man. That's it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Matthew's 24.
Because Matthew chapter 24, verse 1. And Yahushua went out and departed from the temple,
Right.
And his disciples came to him to show him the buildings of the temple.
Right, to show him the buildings of the temple.
And Yahushua said unto them, see ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down.
And in Turkey, man, that earthquake was one stone was not upon another, bro. I saw the rubble and I was like, God damn. That place got, the transgressions on that place was heavy.
Yeah, there was this one, I think it was an adult and the child or whatever, he was holding the child's hand until the child passed away.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So the Most High don't even have to put specific people to death. You can just make you see death. You need to have to hold your child's hand until they pass away. The life actually just leaves them. Because of pneumonia and stuff like that, they couldn't get blankets and
Just imagine your child being buried under rubble, man.
and you've got to hold their hand and watch them pass away. Until they pass away.
Yeah.
Okay?
Like I said to that woman, they used our children for alligator bait. You know what I mean? Someone's got to pay for that. You know, you can't eat a bacon sandwich. You can't eat a bacon sandwich after, you know what I mean? You got to look at it. His mum, he's walking germ, isn't it? He's like that. You know what I mean? He could get bit by a rattlesnake and still live, bro. You know what I mean? He's not in his right mind at the moment. Well, this is how he falls apart. He's going into his proper mind, his mindset. All now he's walking around with a certain type, suave and that. But when you see some of these homeless crackers getting their real state, they're more blacker than us. You understand? Yeah, there's no man. The man's an animal. He's an animal. He's in his right mind. You can't think he's in his right mind. No, he's not being. He's not lying. He's not lying. He's in his right mind.
He's just going there and freaking touch. Nasty, man. Even the heathen are gloves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. But we know what he says, an animal. If a man could eat his meat raw, we all understand it. It's biology of an animal. We know that.
It says here, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming?
Right, so this is what they wanted to know. When's the sign of his second coming? Yeah? And that's what we're diligently waiting for. But we see the signs. The Lord is coming. He tells you the lion has come up from the thicket. The destroyer of the Gentiles is on his way. You know what I mean? He's coming. He's on his way. But first, there has to be more catastrophes. Yeah? That's prophecy. More earthquakes, more famine, more death, more fires, more floods. Until the Lord comes, he turns up, and then he's going to bring his laser beams and all that as well. And read them.
Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming, and the end of the world?
Right, the end of the world. It don't mean that the whole planet's going to blow up. It means the end of a rulership. Eon, the end of an age. Because right now we're in the age of the Edomites, the crackers, the red man. It's his time to rule. And he's doing a horrible job, man. Look at the planet, it's defiled. The Bible says the earth is defiled under the habits of it. Because transgress the Lord and change the covenants. Yeah? All the lines and everything. Read on.
And Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Yahushua, I am the anointed.
This man come and gave us this. He said this was Jews. Who's this man? Who's this? You see, they even got this in their house. They say, who's that? I don't know who that is. Oh, well, we know we gave it to you and said it's Jesus. So you can worship our white, red up. Red ass.
It shows also she's not under the curses because you squeeze her hands to say face forward. That was a Negro woman now.
Yeah, she would have been pulling in.
Yeah, exactly.
You understand?
Carla Yomashimashai, it just says all the edification is just right in front of your eyes. Literally, like, you can't.
That devil they gave us, calling that guy the anointed one, when he's a homosexual. Read that, son.
says here, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am the anointed, and
Right.
shall deceive many.
Right, and a lot of people have been seen, especially our people, calling on some right Jesus. Jesus was never, Yahushua is his name. Jesus is a white guy, but Yahushua is a so-called dark, very dark. They would call him a black man, sorry. And he's coming back angry because he said, oh, you're a white boy, Jesus is a white boy. That's all crap. The greatest man ever to walk the planet is a white boy. Get out of here. They could just about take the sun when it comes out. You know what I mean? I'll read that.
Matthew chapter 24, verse 6.
Right?
And ye shall hear of wars, and rumours of wars.
Right, and we're not hearing that now, are we? Russia, Ukraine, we're hearing about America, China, India, China. There shall be wars. Read that part again.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars, and rumours of wars.
Wars and rumours of wars. And what else?
See that ye be not troubled.
Right, we're not supposed to be troubled because their time draweth nigh. We're coming to the end of our slavery because we're not in our land. Our land was stolen by those Jewish people claiming to be us. Yeah, those rats. Yeah, read on.
For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
All these things must come to pass. Not might, not maybe, it's got to come to pass. Must. For prophecy to be fulfilled. Read on.
For nation shall rise against nation,
And we're seeing that now. Nation rising against nation.
and kingdom against kingdom,
Right, kingdoms fighting against kingdoms. And there shall be what?
and there shall be famines, and pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse
What?
places.
See that again? There shall be
And earthquakes in diverse places.
and pestilence. What we going? We've got Rona, CV, we've got all these pestilences, and we've got earthquakes in diverse places. Different places, that's what you say. We had one in when the earthquake in prior to that, when was that earthquake? Had one in I think it was New Zealand or something like that.
Is Turkey known for their earthquakes?
Yeah, they've had a few of them recently.
Yeah, recently.
But not in
Prior, yeah.
yeah,
They
not
haven't
prior.
been,
That's not what it said in diverse places. Now we're seeing we had an earthquake over here as well.
Up north.
Very rare you have an earthquake in England, but now we're coming to the end of the white man's rulership because of his evils. You see? He's got to pay for his evils now. You know?
All these are the beginning of sorrows.
Right, all these things we're seeing is the beginnings of sorrows. Because and you've seen about in America now, they've got an egg shortage. And Bill Gates and all them, the man with the PayPal, them and them done a deal in 2006. They said they was going to bring powdered eggs. So now they're getting rid of the chickens. Now they've got the chickens got some flu, you know, and all that because they're killing off the chickens because this man is a greedy bastard. All he wants is profit and he don't care if he destroys the earth. And that's why the Lord said, woe to them that destroy the earth. Destruction to these crackers. That's why he's the only man on the earth that's going to be getting no mercy from the one they call God or Yahushua when he comes. Because he's a wicked bastard. The Most High made him that way. He made him to rule in wickedness so he can get rid of his ass. What did he say? He said about if their children be multiplied, it's for the sword. You know what I mean? That's why they have quintuplets and all that. 6 babies, 8 babies, because it's for the sword. It's going to get rid of their asses. You know?
All these are the beginning of sorrows.
All these are the beginnings of sorrows.
Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you.
Right.
And ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake.
Right, and when we do speak out, we're out here speaking again about Yahushua and God. People hate us. Because when you hear God, they mean, oh God, with God comes laws and order. These people are about disorder. Remember, they're children of Satan. They would do it without will. Alistair Crowley, the well-known Satanist, and Anton LaVey and the House of Satan. And these are children of Satan. Look at the music, the rock music and all that. Sounds like they're trying to conjure up Satan, isn't
Yeah,
it?
that's not even rock music. That's what's the word called? 'Cause we invented
Satanic
rock
music. Yeah, yeah.
The blues was basically rock
Yeah.
music, but They took it and made it into, what is it called? It's called emo or something like that.
I don't know what they made it into, but it's devilish, very
You can't even
devilish.
decipher the fucking lyrics.
Very devilish. They do a lot of screaming, yeah, biting off bats' heads and... Yeah, these guys are Satanists, man.
You fucking will be, but you will be, but
Yeah.
like a piece of shit. The monster says like
Yeah,
the dung.
yeah.
Not like a bat out of hell, like dung. And you flush that shit. You
You want your shit, you want to see that? I want to see that. You want to look at that.
ain't trying to freaking admire that shit.
Get rid of that.
Like a bat out of hell. It says here, verse 10, and then shall many be offended and shall betray one another and shall hate one another.
Right, and these people hate each other, man. Well, the white man hates the black man, the Chinese man hates this man, and but mainly he's talking about us, because we hate our children, because that's one of the curses. We hate each other. It's one of the divine curses. That's in Deuteronomy. A woman shall hate the child of the bosom. A woman shall, let me say about an ostrich, like an ostrich that leaves her eggs. Very careless.
It says even the sea creature
Yeah,
care for their young.
give suck to their young, yeah. But the daughter of my people become poor.
Like that woman, one of the children was 12 years old and the other was like, I think like 2 or something like that, and she left him alone for 2 months.
Yeah.
So I didn't really look into him, but I just saw the article, I just thought, no. You can't make this stuff up, even the one that, what is it? She was
Put them in ovens and microwaves and all fuckers, isn't she?
yeah, she was up north, but she wanted to go to a party in Brighton or something. And she left the child and went to Brighton and left the child there. The child died, obviously.
Yeah,
It was a baby, isn't it?
Yeah. King is wicked, wine is wicked, women is wicked. But he's got to blame the white man for that, because they're the ones who get the liberty to gather abroad, man. They don't put their foot down. Because he's a reckless creature, isn't he? Yeah?
It says here in Matthew chapter 24, verse 10.
Right?
And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another, and many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. That's why there's a big push for Islam and that false religion. Okay, what is religion? That's a false entity that people are trying to get our people into and trying to get our people to promote that crap. Okay, worshipping idols. Okay, because if you have 364 pairs of shoes, 5 pairs of shoes and chuck away 364 and still keep one, it's still a pair of shoes. All they did was keep one of their idols and then worship. They still worship that crap. So our people need to come